You're gonna have to like drop out of that building on the top to, you know.
Yeah.
And even still, you might get a bunch of zombies on you. But alright, let's see here.
So what should we talk about?
I don't know. We could talk about anything. um. I don't
Oh,
know.
I had those 2 stories I want to tell you.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
I have one really recent, and this is like one when I was like 10, 11, maybe 12.
Okay.
So when I was younger, my grandparents would always have me go to church with them. The same one that always plays Farmville too. They'd always take me to go to church with them on Sundays. I don't really go too much anymore though. I just kind of got out of the habit for some reason.
Okay.
And it'd be like an hour drive. We'd all be packed in the car, like yeah, church. And when we get there,
An hour drive.
yeah, I don't know why they wanted to. I asked them, I'm like, so Grandma, why did you decide to like choose a really far church? She's like, oh, we looked around, there wasn't too many good churches. I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever you say. But so we get there. It was like in Corona. That's like hour, or like an hour, or like a 45-minute drive from my house.
Okay.
It's called The Gathering, which is like a really weird name for a church.
The Gathering.
The Gathering, yeah.
I've
It's just
heard.
called.
Heard,
It's called The Gathering.
it sounds like.
It sounds like cults.
Yeah. It sounds disappealing, in a way.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't want to be. It's like we must gather together to start the apocalypse. That's how it sounds. Gathering. I don't know. I've heard some weird church names. But anyway, continue with your story. Your mic go off? Oh dear. Why are you standing plate? Oh.
Sorry, I was talking to someone. But anyways, that's what I was saying. I would go there every Sunday. It's like something I look forward to when I got to a certain point. And
Yeah.
there was these 2 twins. There was these 2 twin girls, okay?
Okay.
And what happens there is like the upper store when we do worship. It would take like 15 minutes. We play some songs, and I would go in the upper story kind of balcony overlook area where you can see the worship group play. I always thought it was kind of cool to go up there.
Yeah.
And I just watch them up there. And occasionally I'll look down and I'll see these 2 twins just staring at me. These 2 girls, and they're like exactly the same age. And they just stare at me. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. And apparently, like every Wednesday, and every time they'll start the actual sermon, like since I was younger, they take us to go to like a kids room where like they have their own special pastor for the younger kids, like youth group, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And since I was there with them, they tried talking to me, and they were like so creepy. I remember them just being really creepy. Like, have you seen the movie The Shining?
Yeah, the 2 twins.
It's like those 2 twin girls in the hallway. They're like, do you want to come play with
us, Johnny? Or not Johnny, it's Tommy.
Whatever it was.
It's
yeah.
Tommy.
And they're like, come play with us. And I was like, But it was pretty funny. I just thought it was really creepy. That
kind of reminds me, my parents, they're pastors of a church. And this church that they were renting was an old theater, okay? And they used to do plays there, and it was designed like it had stadium seats when we bought it, all that jazz, right? Well, one day they found out, or the first day that they were there, they had a bunch of boxes moved in to the bottom of the church, okay? And the thing about these boxes is they weren't, most of them were just filled with clothes and stuff like that. But they kept hearing this baby cry, and so they had their they got like 2 or 3 people to just start cutting open the boxes to try to find this baby, and they were looking everywhere, and they're still hearing the baby cry, and we found out like history behind the church, and it's so dark.
Wait, what happened?
It's so dark. They used to sacrifice. They used to sacrifice this baby over like a fire pit.
Baby?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
A baby underneath the church. There was like this fire pit that they used to they sacrificed like I think 3 babies while they were there, and it was for like, I don't know, good luck or something like that. It was like for their performance to be good on stage, and it was really dark, and we heard the baby crying. Like, it was so scary, and I was like maybe 10. I didn't honestly. I didn't like. I remember hearing a baby, but I didn't think it was like a ghost baby or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that's just scary. And there was other things that happened too. Some guy. So you know how when people worship, sometimes they'll have their face kind of towards the floor.
Wait, what? I couldn't hear that too much.
Okay. You know when someone's like worshiping or they're like praying, they'll have their face like on the ground.
Oh yeah, like they'll get on their knees or something like that.
Yeah, and this guy claims that. Can I kill this zombie? Actually, I'm gonna pack a punch real fast. Pack a punch my pistol. Anyway, so this guy claims, and he like swears that he saw it, but he says the face just like formed out of like the carpet and tried to, and was like yelling at him for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. You need anything, or can I kill this crawler?
You can kill him.
And so later, in a couple of years, after even a couple of years, there were still things and stuff, and they've had people pray over the church, and even like gone as far as getting holy water and burning like holy incense. I didn't really get the whole logic behind that, but whatever. But anyway, this other time we gathered together for something called ATF, and it's called Acquire the Fire, and it happens maybe like once a year, and but anyway, at night they were seeing some guy walk through the hallway. They were seeing the shadow, because there's like this emergency light that's always on. So they were seeing the shadow from the emergency light, and they were seeing it. And this girl Sarah, she said that she saw him, and he was wearing like a hat or whatever. And we didn't even like dare to look into the history of the church again, because that probably had something to do, like his hat probably had something to do with someone who used to perform there.
Yeah.
But that place is like so dark. We moved out, and even till date. Oh, go ahead and grab that when you want to. Even till date, there's still been people saying a couple of things about it, and just I can't like. We went one day, like there's so many times I could tell you about. There's so many times. I used to play the drums there. They had a drum set on the stage of the church. And I used to play all the time because I play drums. Ooh, max ammo again. It's probably going to be dogs, too. Your pistol can't compete. Oh, I lost, like, 8 bullets for you. 4 bullets. Alright, I'm gonna open this.
Yeah, dude. But the gathering, it wasn't a cult. I'm just, he had a funny name. But thinking about it, with the two twins type of thing, I forgot to tell you, the whole reason they were acting all strange like that is because both of them had a crush on me when I was like 11.
Ooh.
And get this, I'm not even joking. Like every Wednesday night, since we go to church on Wednesday nights, also, like sometimes I stay over there for the week, and I go with them on Wednesdays and on Sundays, and go home after church.
Yeah.
You know. I remember on Wednesdays night, they instead of really doing a lesson or like a sermon, it would be more like just a relaxed thing. Like you go there, you can just talk with the pastor and all that stuff. At first, they'd go to like this game room, and I remember there was this third girl named Brooklyn, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And it's funny because I remember exactly what she looks like too. And she also had a crush for me, and they were kind of like having a competition to see who they could get with, like who can get with me first. And I was like, screw that. I just never went back to church again. And like thinking about it now, if that were to happen to me right now, I'm face palming so hard. Like, why?
Dude,
it's always really weird. It's always really weird when you have someone at your church that like has a crush on you. It's always weird.
I can only imagine. That'd be so.
Yeah. awkward, you know? It's like, ugh.
Oh, Yodi Slayer was singing this one. I know this is really random, but Yodi Slayer was singing this Christian song that I hear all the time. Because at my work, there, my boss plays Spirit 105.3, which is the station in Washington that's
I
Christian.
listen to
It's like the only one,
89.7.
too. What is that?
It's a Christian rock station.
Nice. But there's this song called like Blessed Be, it's like Blessed Be Thy Name or something.
Blessed be the name of the Lord God.
Yeah,
I hear that song
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, but Yodi Slayer was singing it, and I was like, whoa, does he go to church or what? What's the deal there?
Yeah.
I don't know, cause I always hear it. That's like they play it like freaking 12 times a day.
Oh
So
my gosh.
once-
They play like every Christian song 12 times a day on these type of stations.
Yeah.
Know what we should get? We should get Juggernaut, Speed Cola, and Double Tap. Those are like necessities when we're using shotguns
Yeah.
like this.
I'm gonna be getting Tombstone, cause if I'm
For
gonna
your third perk?
yeah.
Alright, man.
I'll get
Up to you,
double.
whatever you want to
Yeah, I'm gonna get Double Tap. I'm gonna get Speed Cola, and yeah, I don't think
Tombstone.
I'm not gonna get Stamina. I don't really need it. My pistols, I can run fast enough with my pistols. I only really get Stamina on TranZit or if I got LMGs, because otherwise I don't really need it. TranZit,
Metaphorically speaking, to have Double Tap, shouldn't that make it like one hit kill for like double the rounds?
yeah. So I think that's why it was one hit kill on 20 then. What are you doing over here? Gonna get me killed.
Me?
Nuke? Yeah. You ran this way and they all started like spreading out in an awkward way to where there was no opening. It's okay, I forgive you. There's a max ammo over there. Holy tits on a pancake, dude. We've gotten maybe 5 max ammos. It's not even around 15.
Yeah.
But dude, people used to come over to my house and they would ask my parents to pray for them for like what they call emergencies and stuff like that. And
oh, I know what you do. It's so weird.
It's
like
so
I remember
scary.
when I was younger. I have these flashbacks of like I was really scared when I was a kid for some reason. I remember seeing people go up to the pastor, and they'd be like, I need you to help pray for me. And I get people just say that because like they're having a hard time, but these people are like, I've been seeing weird things in my house. I'm like, what could possibly be happening over there? I'm just like thinking like, oh man, what's going on, to the point where they need to have like the church come in.